This is Mama April, and I want to talk about the prison system. I've been thinking about this a lot, and we need to do something about this. People like me, mothers like me, parents like me, that have a loved one that has been wrongfully incarcerated, and then wind up losing our loved one because they either get killed or commit suicide. 9 times out of 10, it's suicide. We're too distraught to make waves, to do rallies like Black Lives Matter or anyone else. We're too upset, and it destroys us. And I think it's about time we make waves. I think it's about time that we rally, because they're not going to do anything about the prison system until we do. I have met a lot of you mothers out there, a lot of you fathers out there that have lost their loved ones to the unjust justice system, and it has destroyed you. Some of you have found a way to cope, like I do most of the time, and then some of you are destroyed, like I'm feeling at the moment. My son Jesse isn't perfect. He's made mistakes. But when he finally got his life together, the Virginia prison system, the Virginia justice system, railroaded him into crimes he didn't do, crimes that weren't his. And they gave him 73 years. Nobody died. Nobody got raped. Nobody got molested. Nobody was in the hospital with a concussion or anything like that. It was because he was just there. When the prosecutor saw that he only got 37 years, he threw a crime on him that was 15 years old, an attempted robbery that wasn't his. They have no proof. He wasn't picked out in a lineup. The only thing they had was his DNA on a tiny piece of a rubber glove near an overturned garbage pail. And because of that, they found him guilty. That's not how our justice system's supposed to work. They put gun charges on him. They had no gun. In the first crime, he was trying to get a ride home, and some girls got beat up by guys in this house. Apparently, this girl wanted to get even with these guys, and so she got a boyfriend, and she talked him into going there and scaring him. That's how my son got in trouble. They went there. My son wanted nothing to do with it. He just wanted to ride home to me. He just stood there the whole time. And the kid that the girl got to do it was bipolar, so she knew she could get him to do it. She knew she could get him to flip out. This is one of those girls that she got looks, and she used her looks to get him to do what she wanted. My son was just there. He was invited into the house, and yet they put it in the paper as a home invasion. He even asked, he was smoking a cigarette, and asked, "Can I smoke in there?" They said no, and he finished his cigarette first. They don't mention that in the newspaper when they blasted it all over the paper. I even have a letter, an affidavit from the guy who did it, stating my son had nothing to do with it. They never called any witnesses. Not one witness did he have at his trial. And they changed his trial from a jury trial to a bench trial. They kept giving us attorneys that didn't care what happened to him because they worked with the prosecutor. And this is the case in a lot of cases out there, and I know it because I have been listening and I have been talking to people. I had enough. And I know you did too. If you're in my situation, I know you did too. And we need to do something. If Black Lives Matter can get attention, we can get attention. And to all the people in Black Lives Matter, or that believe in it, I should say, not in it, but who believe in it. 9 out of 10 of your loved ones are in those prison systems. Why aren't you rallying for them? Why aren't you fighting for them? They're putting white people in there just so they can say they're not being racist. Well, the prison system, the justice system is being racist, but not against blacks. They're being racist against poor people because they know we can't afford an attorney to get them out. If you're rich enough to get an attorney, you can get your loved one out. But I'm not. I've tried twice, gotten ripped off twice. I've tried innocence projects. I've tried every avenue I can. And because my son has mental problems, nobody wants to help me. Because he has mental problems. They would rather see my son dead. My son has the biggest heart in the world. He's an awesome artist. Awesome. Besides drawing, he could draw anything. He can sing anything, and he writes awesome songs. And he has the biggest heart. One time, one of my other sons said they liked his shirt, and he took the shirt off, and he gave it to him. My son don't deserve to die, and I don't deserve to lose a son. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are losing your loved ones to the justice system, just like me. And I'm sick of it. My son is losing it right now, and as we speak, I might have already lost him. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. And I've tried calling the prison to get help, to get him help. I had him someplace safe. This politician, Mike Podolsky, whatever his name is, promised that he got my son's sentence reduced, and he lied. He moved my son to a prison that he shouldn't be in. I had him in one where mentally he was okay. Now he's in one where he's not. And I can't get him moved again because they're using the quarantine as an excuse. So I'm asking every parent out there, every mother, father, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, if you have a loved one that's in prison and you want to fight and you want to rally and you want to do something, contact me, because we need to do something. And I'd like to get a bunch of you together, and I'd like to work something out. I don't care if we have to march all the way to the, I'd say, Capitol, but that's not where it gotta go. For all of you that have loved ones in Virginia, because Virginia is a bad state. We need to march to the governor's office and demand that they do something. And if we have to march to the Capitol, we need to demand that they do something and close down most of those prisons. They shouldn't have that many prisons. People make mistakes. The punishment's supposed to fit the crime. They're not supposed to lose their life. So please, contact me. Send me an email. Send me a text message. Find a way to contact me, and let's Skype and talk about this. Because it's killing me. And even if my son goes, I'm not going to stop fighting for y'all. We need to fight. And now is the time.